I want to go into Chicago, and I have this incompetent governor that doesn't want us. Do you know that this weekend 72 people were shot in Chicago? I'm embarrassed to say it in front of the president of Poland. 11 people were killed, 72 people were shot. Last week, 7 people were killed in Chicago, a place which is probably your #1 place. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I love the polls in Chicago.
And we got to keep it safe. But 7 people were killed. The week before that, 5 people were killed and 21 people were shot. This is in 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks, I lost almost 35 people were killed. It could have been stopped. If you look at Washington, D.C., 3 weeks ago, it was the same or worse. And now it's considered a totally safe zone. Restaurants are open, they're bustling. Restaurants, you have to see, restaurants were dying. Nobody wanted to go out. They didn't want to be attacked. They didn't want to be mugged.
Will you visit a restaurant in D.C.? You haven't gone to...
I might, sure.
You haven't gone to one in either of your terms that wasn't...
How do you know? How do you know?
Because I and many other...
Do you want me to prove you wrong? Do you want me to prove you wrong?
Yes, please.
But I will, I think it's something we could consider doing. I'd love to do it. I love the White House food, but after a while I can see going to a nice restaurant. It's safe. If you would have said, like the Governor Moore wanted me to go and walk through Baltimore with him, and I said, you know, I think I'm a brave guy, but there's no reason to be stupid. They have crime that's at levels that nobody's ever seen before in Baltimore. They've done a terrible job. We'd go into Baltimore, straighten it out very quickly, too. You know why? They respect our soldiers. You see our soldiers. They respect our soldiers. We'd go there, too. But we're going to have people asking us to go. They're going to want to, and I think the people of those places are, the politicians are not in tune with the people. We have a great thing going. I could do that with Chicago. We could do that with New York. We could do it with Los Angeles. So we're making a determination now. Do we go to Chicago, or do we go to a place like New Orleans? So we're making a determination now. Do we go to Chicago, or do we go to a place like New Orleans, where we have a great governor, Jeff Landry, who wants us to come in and straighten out a very nice section of this country that's become quite tough, quite bad. So we're going to be going to maybe Louisiana, and you have New Orleans, which has a crime problem. We'll straighten that out in about 2 weeks. It'll take us 2 weeks, easier than D.C. But we could straighten out Chicago. All they have to do is ask us to go into Chicago if we don't have the support of some of these politicians. But I'll tell you who is supporting us, the people of Chicago. We have a great governor, Jeff Landry, who wants us to come in and straighten out a very nice section of this country.
The president today previewed law enforcement actions in New Orleans, similar to what might happen in Chicago. Is that going to be immigration related?
Yes, we're going to be immigration enforcement. I mean, that's what I'm involved in, right? So, you know, the president said weeks ago, I said weeks ago, that with sanctuary cities, how we're going to address it, we're going to flood the zone. We got 10,000 more agents coming on, we're going to flood the zone. We don't have a problem, a biggest problem in like Florida, where every sheriff and chief's working with us, or Texas. So where we're going to send our additional resources to sanctuary cities. Why? Because we know there's a problem there. We know for a fact they're releasing illegal alien public safety threats to the streets every day. So we're going to send the boots on the ground to the places that we know there's a problem. Address the biggest problems first, and that's your biggest cities, or sanctuary cities. Whether it's New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Portland, Seattle. I mean, they're sanctuary cities, and we're going to flood the zone. Sanctuary cities, I've said it 1,000 times, they're going to get exactly what they don't want. More agents in the communities and more worksite enforcement. If they won't let us arrest a bad guy in the safety and security of a county jail, we're safer for the agent, safer for the alien, certainly safer for the community. If they're going to release him back in the community, then we got to send a whole team to look for that person, which they release a lot of people and send a lot of teams. If we can't find them in the community, then we'll find them at the worksite. And when we go in the community, I want to make this clear, because sanctuary cities, again, will get something they don't want. When we find a bad person, and we will, if they're with others that aren't a criminal threat, but they're in the country illegally, they're coming too. So more collateral arrests are going to occur in sanctuary cities because you forced us into the community.
When can those jurisdictions expect you guys to flood the zone?
It's coming. I mean, I don't want to get too specific because we don't want to give them too much heads up, but it's coming. It's we've already started adding resources to some sanctuary cities, but operations are being planned, and it's coming. And it's look, it's the right thing to do.